In this edition of Higher Ed Highlights, 2 presidential investiture ceremonies that were postponed due to COVID were back on the calendar in March, and Chancellor Gardner provided remarks at both. Early in the month, the Chancellor was at Central State University for the investiture of its 9th president, Dr. Jack Thomas. Chancellor Gardner was part of the procession during the ceremony and shared speaking duties with Ohio State President Dr. Christina Johnson, Wright State President Dr. Sue Edwards, and Central State President Emeritus John Garland, among others. The Chancellor said in preparing his remarks about President Thomas, he recalled his first cabinet meeting with Governor Mike Dewine.
I thought about the very first cabinet meeting with the governor in 2019 where he said we must listen carefully to the people of the state of Ohio, and then we must act with a sense of urgency. And that pretty well sums up President Thomas and his leadership. A real sense of urgency to build and strengthen Central State and improve the lives of its students.
After his official installation by Central State Board President Mark Hatcher, President Thomas provided his inaugural address, during which he emphasized the importance of the Central State community in achieving the university's goals.
The university's most valuable resource is the commitment, energy, intellect, and connectedness of the people who fill our classrooms, our residence halls, our dining facilities, our financial aid offices, and other facilities on our campus. We absolutely cannot achieve these lofty goals and plans without each other.
3 weeks after the Central State investiture, Chancellor Gardner traveled to Wilmington College for the inauguration ceremony for the college's 19th president, Dr. Trevor Bates. Other delegates in attendance included the presidents from several of Ohio's independent colleges and universities, as well as Cincinnati State Technical and Community College. During his remarks, Chancellor Gardner touched on the theme and title of President Bates' address, Together We Rise.
When I spoke to the president a couple weeks ago about this mission, he spoke of the message he had for us today and his message to instill in all pride in this college and to support the Wilmington College mission of Together We Rise. And I just thought, what a fitting theme for a student-centered, forward-thinking, inclusive institution of education.
President Bates' formal investiture was conducted by Wilmington Board President Richard Sidwell and First Lady Cassandra Bates, after which President Bates continued to emphasize the Together We Rise message during his address.
We have an amazing legacy to celebrate together. Together we rise knowing that there is not a God in every person, and we are called to hold one another in light. Together we rise to share words of welcome and notes of appreciation to everyone who has contributed to making this day possible. Together we rise humbly to give thanks to those who came before us, upon whose broad shoulders we now stand.
Look for Higher Ed Highlights on the Ohio Department of Higher Education's YouTube page and through our Facebook page and Twitter feed, and check out our website at ohiohighered.org.